good, man. Really enjoyed it.
Cohen, if any of your art students want to take me up on the blue water boat rental thing that I'm doing, where I'm buying NFTs that have a water or a boat theme, you can get them started, and they got a buyer.
Yeah, I'll definitely bring it up. The thing is, I don't really meet with them. That I can have a student like one day and then never hear from them again. It's all like internet based. But if I do see someone that might show interest in so I definitely mention it to them. I haven't unfortunately had anyone consistently enough to like teach them the ways. you know.
Yeah, I mean, you have a website, right?
Yes, I do.
And if you want any help, I'll help build out a page for you, where this can just be another offering that you offer to attract more customers.
Yeah, definitely. Send the info to me. I'll put my email chat.
Yeah, just DM me, and we'll figure
Okay.
it out.
All right, you got it.
Right, Blockchain John just joined us. How are you, Blockchain John? You good, mate? Sure whether you can speak or not. Blockchain John, you're in the beach. Can you talk? No? Mic not working? So good. Well, we might formally start the event. People will join in as they come, but let's we'll try to keep this to 2 hours. The first hour and a half is a matter of us, basic finding out from different people here. 5-minute pitches from each one of us in terms of what project you're coming along, and or what an update in terms of where your project's at, or something you might be planning ahead. And again, this is a great forum for us all to share, because obviously we all come from different areas and different experiences, and some of us some of us have also come from different chains for that matter. So again, this is a great forum to tell us about what you're doing, and you never know what sort of ideas come out that people that get talking after the pitches, and everybody sort of talks with each other and hears what's happening, and sometimes that's how ideas actually come up. And in my experience anyway, doesn't matter whether it's a metaverse, whether it's a real world. In my experience, it's interesting how sometimes things pop up that just through conversations. So again, we'll just skip we'll have the start with the 5-minute pitches. We'll go for around an hour and a half on those, because I think we've got enough. We've got just got a few people along today. We've got, by look so far, we've got more than we had last month. So the idea is to keep obviously building. Then after that, we'll jump across to the concert area on stage with SOS, where he's going to be playing some fantastic music. We're going for half an hour there, and then basically that takes us to the 2-hour mark, and then you can do what you want after that. You can take on Xander, our world boat racing champion, that I've actually labelled him.
That's right.
So he's looking for challenges. No one stepped up to the mark yet to come near him, so looking for challenges, eh, Xander?
That's right.
But yeah, look, in terms of this event, first Saturday of the month, and by the way, also, happy Mother's Day. It's Sunday here in Australia, so happy Mother's Day for the mothers that are here or listening. I know some parts of the world you have a different day for Mother's Day, but we'll give you the Aussie Mother's Day wishes. So, but yeah, look, in terms of the event that we started this a few months ago, putting on this the first Saturday of the month, and the objective in terms of why we're doing this as a community is very much to expose not just to the Raven community, but to bring other people who from other chains, and also for people coming into blockchain for the first time. Our objective is to expose as to what are we doing on the Ravencoin blockchain, the diversity of the projects, because as we all know, and some of you don't know, it's we've got obviously NFTs. But I think sometimes when people think of the Ravencoin chain, they just think of just being NFTs. We're much more than just NFTs, and we're much more than just cryptocurrency. We've got obviously property, tokenized real estate. We've got wine. We've got movies. we've got music, so it's quite a diversity, and we've got also Ravencoin mining, which obviously we'll hear from the people who are driving those projects. So again, it's a matter of exposing in terms of just the diversity of our blockchain, and obviously getting people to think about when they are looking at minting. Again, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's property, whether it's NFTs, they start seeing us as the Ravencoin blockchain to mint on. So again, this is where it becomes us playing our part around awareness, and making sure people, when they think about it, they think about us first in terms of where they're mint. And we've got some great advocates out there, like the SDA market guys, who are big supporters and big advocates in terms of what we're doing. Not just in terms of asset tokenization, but also the NFT side of things, and us as a community. So, and I'm a big believer is if you support those people, we do become front of mind when they're actually advising their clients as to where they should be minting their assets. So again, it's just a matter of us playing our part and getting out there and provide that awareness. And I guess today that's what's one of the events. That's what it's all about to do that. Well, look, the reason we have it here on the weekend is obviously it's a bit more chilled out. There's no formalities, but it's very informative. It gets the chance to all catch up with each other as well, as a group, and spread the word, because again, our experience so far is that every month this is getting bigger and bigger. I think the first event we had a few months ago, I think we only had 4 or 5 people from memory. But so it's a great. I really appreciate you guys coming along and supporting it, and let's spread the word. Keep spreading the word out there. Phil, is there anything you wanted to add to that before we sort of get stuck in the pictures?
No, thank you.
Well, again, that's we're looking forward to hearing you guys talking about your projects. I should formally introduce myself. I'm Miguel Alexo. I'm the managing director and co-founder of BrickVC Projects. We tokenize Australian properties in the residential space, A-class residential. So at the moment we've got Brick Koala property here in Brisbane, the home of the 2032 Olympics. So again, we've got 10 more properties coming up this year, next 12 months, and then we take it up to another the next level in the second year. So we've got Brisbane for next 6 properties, and then we jump across the Gold Coast later on in the year for our first property on the Gold Coast. So our area is going to be around Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. So it's sort of a 200-kilometre radius around Brisbane. So Gold Coast is south of us, 100 kilometres south, and Sunshine Coast 100 kilometres. So that's where we tokenize real estate. That's where I've been given my background as a CPA accountant, and also been heavily involved with property as a family. These are where my knackers are. This is our major point of difference in actually providing the opportunities for people from all corners of the globe around access to real estate. So again, for us, our objective was to provide access for as little as $80 a property token, where people can access real estate property from whether you're in Africa, whether Asia, whether in in South America, so both developing and developed countries. So for us, our vision is basically anybody from all corners of the world should have the ability to access property. That's our vision, and we'll continue to do that. And again, it's really exciting space in terms of asset tokenization, especially around real estate tokenization. But that's sort of in a nutshell in terms of who I am and what we're doing. Probably just go around probably to my left, Philly. You want us have a, I'll chuck it over to you, and then we'll just go around to the left, and we'll just keep people doing their pitches. A bit easier to follow by going to the left. Philly, over to you, mate. About you and.
So did you want me to? I'm sorry, I'm also dependent. So did you want me to go after you now with just a 5-minute pitch on something?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I guess what I'll pitch right now is the Blue Water boat rental promotion of NFT artists on the Ravencoin blockchain. So some of you already heard this, some of the new people that just showed up, and since we're recording. So essentially what I'm using is the boat rental company that I'm involved in. We do social media advertising specifically on Facebook and Instagram, and it's the same old thing over and over again. We're showing, people having a good time on a boat, lots of water pictures, things along those lines, and our current followers that are seeing these ads, obviously when you do ads, they're geographically based, so you're getting people beyond your followers, but Facebook, Instagram algorithms are what they are, and when you get interaction, then more people see it. So for example, I'm probably speaking to the choir with some people here that understand how social media advertising works. If you don't, the more engagement that you get, the more of those people that engage will see their followers, their friends will see the ads. So the question is you've got people around the country, around the world, that start to see these ads that may not be relevant. If they're not in South Florida, they're not going to rent a boat. However, if we can not just show pictures of the boats and the water, if we can show these compelling artwork that get people's attention, then they're going to look at it and say, what's this? That looks cool, because we've got a lot of really good NFT artists in our community. And so if you go to bluewaterboatrental.com, you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see the dolphin picture, and underneath that it says how it works. You click on that and it explains basically the program that we're putting together. And what that program is that every week when we start running these ads, which will be very soon, I had to rebuild the whole website. That's what some of the delay has been. One of our renters will win the NFT of their choice. So what occurs is they see whatever ad we're promoting that week. That then hopefully gets them to the website where they can start to see some of the other artists. They can click on those individual pieces of art, learn more about the artist, see the artist's other work, and then who knows, maybe that will encourage some sales. But regardless, it starts to get them to see Ravencoin everywhere. The one renter that will be awarded an NFT gift, and we don't charge them anything for any of this. They can sign up for Ravenist. That's the one that I'm open to using some of our other marketplaces. Currently, Ravenist is the easiest to onboard people with how we're doing this. So essentially, they would go set up a free account on Ravenist. They'll notify us which of the NFT artworks that they want. We'll transfer it over to them. They can now, on their phone, show friends and family, hey, look, because it's at Ravenist is web-based, just like all the marketplaces. They can say, hey, look, I own an NFT. I got it for free. It's got this much value. And people can say, hey, that's really cool. What other things have that artist done? And then who knows what comes from it from there. Now, obviously, if you're going to do a giveaway, there's Florida law, there's U.S. law. And so fortunately, Cosmic, instead of making a specific NFT for us, he's got this thing called Beach Lovers, and it's a token. So I was able to buy several hundred. LSJ's wife was able to create 2 tokens for us. One is a dolphin. The other is like a Miami beach scene with the palm trees and the buildings and that sort of thing. And so once again, we were able to buy several hundred of these tokens from her. So essentially, everybody's a winner. So you don't even need to rent a boat from us because now we're doing a real giveaway that, it's not a lottery, and we're not going to be in violation of any of the laws that I'm aware of. And but once again, it gets more people to interact with the Blue Water website and hopefully go deeper into the whole Ravencoin community. And maybe the easiest way to get them involved is to get a free NFT that has value. And so what I didn't mention earlier is that we buy NFTs at retail value. We're not looking for discounts. The only thing that we're asking from our NFT artists is they do something that speaks to boat renters. So incorporate a boat, incorporate the water, just like any of the examples that you can see by going to the website and seeing how the program works, and then going to the Blue Water Boat Rental Ravenist collections, and you'll see all the great work that's been done there, some amazing work. And many of you here, many of the NFT artists have already contributed. So if you haven't, I tried to reach out to everybody to say, look at what the website has for you now, give me back feedback. One of the things that I'd like to have on the website, I have it for some, not for all, is the location where you are around the world. I think one of the most compelling things about Ravencoin and our NFT artist community is we're global. So if you're comfortable putting, where you are in the world, I encourage you to give me that information so I can post it there. When you go to the website and you dig into the artist, you'll see that we talk about what's the inspiration for the artwork. So data tells, story sells. So I highly encourage the NFT artists that contribute to tell us, where the inspiration from this artwork comes to. Buyers, and I think Sunny could probably speak to this if she wanted to. She knows the art world very well. And it's about what's the story behind it. Create that compelling connection between you and the potential buyers, because one of our renters will get the artwork that we purchased from you. But the real goal here is to get them interested in you as an artist, and to look at your other work that they can then say, okay, wait, I want to buy one of those. How do I buy it? Well, it's pretty simple. You get some Ravencoin on Ravenist, or however you're going to do it, and you purchase it. So in a nutshell, the purpose of us doing this is, number one, for our own desire to give viewers on social media another reason to interact with Blue Water Boat Rental, to engage with these ads that we're paying for, so that they get more traction throughout social media, and to help the NFT artists, and by default help Ravencoin. So that's my, I hope that was under 5 minutes.
Great, Philly. That's great. That's really exciting in terms of what's happening there. It's, thank you so much. Just probably say hello for a few people that have joined us since we've started. Zabratov, welcome. Thank you for joining us. The Humble Miner's in the house, in the beach. Hello, Humble Miner. You good? Indy's joined us as well. Hello, Indy. How are you?
Hi, I'm all right, thank you. Yourself?
Very well, very well. Dow has joined us as well. Dow, I didn't tell you about there actually is a rule in terms of your dress code. The pants and thongs aren't allowed. But welcome along, Dow.
I may have to change.
Good to see you, mate. Chris,
Never mind.
Chris, do you have welcome along?
Hello. Yeah, getting better from COVID, but I'm still under quarantine. But
really?
Thank you for.
You're recovering well, mate. Does that mean you're going to be, your trip to the US is going to be compromised?
No. And if I go, maybe I go to this rent a boat by Philly, if it's possible. We will see.
I think they've got great boats there. Enjoy. So look, let's keep going along. Who's next? Sim. Would you like to tell us about your project and what's happening from your world? Sure whether you can talk. Hope you can talk, Sim. Oh, not sure. No. Yeah, we'll come back to you, mate. I think that you're having problems with your mic.
Louis, he's got no mic.
No mic. Sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Chris, looks like you're the next one on the left-hand side. Chris GF, how are you, mate?
Hi. This is Chris. Everything fine. How are you? I mean, this is the one that I was talking to you before. Maybe you switched with me with someone.
I'm just actually finding trouble seeing your mic different. I mean your profile. Are you guys getting double echo on my voice? it's just repeating back to me. Anyway, Chris, do you want to just give us an update in terms of your perspective?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Okay, now now maybe it's better. Nothing special. I'm continuing with the Ravencoin info. I'm going to make a few more videos. I would like to make one from just NFT and Ravenist, and I will try to send it to some of my friends who are artists. We will see if they are interested. That's all for now. Because of COVID, it's I don't have much energy, but everything is fine, fortunately.
That's great, Chris. You get better, mate. Speedy recovery for you, mate. But thank you. Blockchain John's along the left hand side there. Blockchain John, you want to share with us what's happening? Hope you can talk. Cool. Not sure whether Blockchain John is able to. Have you seen his messages? Okay, that's all good. Okay, the humble miner. You're next, mate, along the line.
Hey, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Hey. So I've got two projects. I've got one which is the main one, which is the humble miner, and it's a 2D classic mining game that you can earn some NFTs, crypto, and that has its own crypto proof of work coin on the Ravencoin blockchain called the Pigfit. So that's been live for about over a year, almost 1,500 players. And then the second project I have is called the Raven Friends, and it's more of an NFT project to support the ecosystem as a whole. And that's been live since December of this past year. And it's really trying to focus on like supporting the community, not only like some portion of each proceed goes to like the Ravencoin Foundation for development, but it's trying to support other artists, get their name out there, but also helping development, trying to help with community efforts. And that's my second project. I do have a third one. It's almost ready to announce, but that'll be another app built on Ravencoin. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Any hints of the third project that you'd like to share? Any hints?
So it'll originally get released on iOS. It's I guess the cornerstone of a proof of work something built on Ravencoin. So, but it'll be coming out probably within the next couple weeks. It's in like the final stretch of testing right now.
Nice. Look forward to it.
Thanks.
Maybe next month you'll be able to share the full details.
Yeah, for sure.
Paul. What's happening, Paul? Next one.
Hi.
Paul.
Sorry. Did you mean me?
Yes.
No, I've got no particular projects at the moment. As you guys know, I'm working in the background, mainly to try and help promote Ravencoin in general. I'm also supporting various projects. Some I've got non-disclosure agreements on. Plus I'm supporting the Renewer block, which is coming along really well. Where, well, most of you know from my colleagues Callum and Jake, so I'm not really going to repeat much about that. So that life in general is all right, and we've had for a change. We've had a really nice sunny day here in England.
That's a change, right?
It is. It's been pretty miserable this year so far. So we've actually been out and I've done a barbecue. As you know, I'll be doing some pizzas soon as well.
Great, Paul. That's great. Well, it makes you feel any better. Is that here? It's actually we've got a lot of rain coming in the next week here in Brisbane. So we probably inherit your clouds from England. So we're getting it here from next week. So. But all good. Cosmic, you're next on the line there. What's happening?
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, good. I've been multitasking. I've been very busy the last 3 weeks. I officially got the Ravencoin Helper OS out in beta form for both the Windows OS X and the Raspberry Pi. What else? Now, I should explain what it does. I'm trying to make sure I'm not too technical.
Well, keep it high level, Cosmic.
Yeah, I consider it a framework, meaning that other products or services can be installed and used upon Ravencoin Helper that is Ravencoin specific. I'll give you a fine example, and my apologies if I don't say his name properly right now. Tahar Raswali. He reminded me just today, actually, about one of the services I wanted to implement, and that was an IPFS, IPNS, dynamic DNS free service for Ravenites. And it will be part of the Ravencoin Helper OS. I won't be able to help support it myself. Eventually, I will be implementing easy web interfaces to create little websites and stuff for you, or what I like to call a crow's nest. And there will be a directory listing on the website for anyone who wants to be able to use it, so that their site is absolutely free. It's for NFT artists or anyone who wants to be able to create anything because they happen to be Ravenites, you know. The core aspect of what Ravencoin Helper is to have the Raven node and the IPFS node up and running in a safe virtual box. And because it's in in Windows and OS X, because it's in a virtual machine, you don't have to worry about the security aspect of things because, you know, knock on wood, if anyone decides to do any hacking, they don't know that it's in a virtual machine, so you don't have to worry about it. But point is, and what I'm almost finished on right now, is I'm trying to make this a POW, a proof of work functionality. And what that means, for me anyways, is that for every single day that you have this service running and helping out both the IPFS function of the Ravencoin network and the Raven node, you're going to get a token. And it's verified through the IPFS functionality. So it's not just a hearsay, it's actual logs and scripts and everything for the quote diplomatic aspect for anyone who wants to know whether or not the product is PAL or not. So I have that, and just trying to find the time to implement it all, and hopefully I also have, for an example, what I call the Nft Adder that is still in the works. And what that does is it allows a NFT artist, a Ravencoin NFT artist, to be able to make sure that their NFTs are actually on their machine using the IPFS. And there's so many other things I can go on and on and on, but I think you get the gist.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, Cosmic. So yeah, again, it's blowing my mind. These functionalities, these solutions that like you're doing for the Ravencoin chain, it just enables us to obviously keep growing as a community, especially with new artists coming on. Provides them obviously easier ways to do things. So that's fantastic what you're doing, mate. Really take my hat off there. And probably in terms of, I'll probably use this as a reminder too. We've got the Braveland Gems Twitter group. If you want to put links on there in terms of some of the things that people are doing. If you're not on there, just send me a DM and I can add you to the Braveland Gems group, because again, that's why we set up the Braveland Gems as a central point for this event, and things that obviously come up, well, things pre and things post the event, that we can actually have a central point for these activities, and then from there obviously we can share across to the mainstream Twitter spaces, Twitter posts. But yeah, if you're not on there, just DM me, and I can add you to that Bravelands Gems. I think there's a few of us admin of the group, so yeah. But yeah, that's fantastic, Cosby. Great work, mate. Just thinking who's next to you there. There's the next one along the line there. Crypto Life Crisis. What's happening from your perspective, mate? Able to talk Crypto Life Crisis? There's not too much crisis going on. Hope everything's in order. And not able to talk. Okay. Just a reminder, Blockchain John has actually got this on Twitch going on live on Twitch. Maybe Blockchain John, maybe you want to also put this on the Bravelands Gems, a link there to Twitch that people can't actually join here on Braveland because of the software. They can sort of keep track on Twitch. So maybe you want to put that on as on Twitter.
Sorry about that. As soon as you called on me, Raveland froze.
Yes, Crypto Life Crisis. Yeah, please go on, please.
Yo. So one of the things I've been working on is just running the Ravencoin Assets Twitter account, where I pretty much just try to raise awareness to any asset project and try to spread Ravencoin through giveaways and things like that. So the other thing is I've been helping Project 33, which is the Glass Community Currency Project, figure out a system to tokenize all of their production pieces on Ravencoin when it comes off the line, so that each piece kind of has that NFT component to it. We've tokenized about 1,000 pieces of glass art so far, and we basically want to scale it up to tokenize every single thing that they make. So there's that. And
What's
also on... Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, so with that, with those pieces, where can people buy that NFT art pieces? What NFT marketplaces are
on? They're not on any NFT marketplaces so far. For the most part, they've all been sold through a Starship in everygarage.com. And then basically they sell it as a physical art piece that also just has the NFT that comes with it. However, that could be, we could change it to sell the NFTs first and then kind of have the NFT be the thing that you receive the physical with by redeeming the NFT. We're working on that now, but yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Just because obviously I actually I've seen the stuff that you're doing, and I was just curious as to from an NFT perspective how you could actually access it and where. But you just answered that question. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Please go on.
Oh, no problem. We're actually trying to figure out a way to basically, through a picture, create a 3D model of the piece, a full 3D model, so that when basically these pieces come out, they can go on a scanner. The scanner creates the 3D image that will be used on the NFT, so that you could actually bring your physical piece into digital worlds. Anyway, there's that. And then on another project I'm working on is with a friend of mine. We live in Salt Lake City, Utah, and my friend is kind of involved in the art scene a lot. And so he's been talking to a ton of local artists about Ravencoin and NFTs, and he's found some really, really good artists that are just not yet into NFTs who are super interested in NFTs. So we're working with 6 different people right now to create their own NFTs of their work on Raven. So those are kind of the 3 main things I'm focused on with Ravencoin at the moment.
But yeah, look, please share the those links on the, as I said, on the Bravelands Gems, so we can go and check it out. Sometimes it's a bit hard here to have it here on on the public comments here, because obviously we're all talking and so forth. But yeah, love to if you put those links on the Braveland Gems on Twitter, so we can have a look at that, as with everybody, as I said before. But no, that's fantastic, Crypto Life. But there's no crisis going on, given that everything's in order.
Yep, we're all good. All good.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
No, thanks, mate. Really appreciate your contribution. Now, just going along, I think it's White Hash. I just say hello to Spicy, who just join us. Hello, Spicy. White Hash, you all right to talk? Everything's working fine. Your mics and everything's all in order, or? Still having problems with Mike? Oh, back there. If that's so. SOS, I believe you're next in line. I can see you. What's happening, SOS?
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sauce on Side. I'm a musician. I use the blockchain, specifically Ravencoin, of course, to etch things in stone. I use Braveland to put on unique and underground shows, like you're here, you're here at today. If you like something you hear, it's likely available as a single on any of the streaming services. Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube. However, the particular version that you're going to hear today, or in any video that you kind of see in Braveland, they're typically not publicly available unless someone's recording it, like today, kind of, I guess, right? Blockchain John, anyway, who's actually recording it, like in real life. So I don't have a YouTube page or social media or anything, and I make new videos kind of all the time. And so you'll kind of experience this here almost the way you would experience something in real life, I like to think. Anyway, I have a bunch of NFTs up for sale at RV NFT. I plan on making more, but prepare for the extremes, either really like big quantity giveaways that I'll mint on Sauce on Side and kind of just work with people and do cool one-of-one things, or one-off things, I say, or super high-priced things that are like one-of-one from RV NFT. That's kind of my home base. High-priced usually just means like 69 or 420 because I'm immature and I think it's funny. But I'll use all the proceeds that I get to buy NFTs from other artists and kind of keep it in the ecosystem. I'm not like as cool as Brick. I'm not going to put them in a cool like holding, that you can buy a piece of or anything. I'll just own them all. I love them all, but like, we'll kind of spread the wealth within the NFT artist community. So if you purchase something from me, at least as much as you spend will kind of be repurchased through other artists and everything like that. Not just on RV NFT, kind of anywhere. So anyway, also to clarify, not too much, I release music on a lot of different band names, and I try to make it not really super clear I'm the same person. It's kind of part of the fun of Sauce on Side, so you guys are kind of on the inside. And I'll close just by pointing out events like this are exactly the kind of thing that I like to do. So thanks, Brick, for hosting and letting me play. And thanks everyone for coming. If you can't stay for the concert, don't feel bad, but please consider coming to future ones. Consider stopping by booth T32 in the expo hall. There's always something new over there in my booth, C32. So it's like every Friday night, I'll change it up. If you're there in person, it's fun. If not, it's cool. Just stop by, check it out. But thanks. Thanks, everybody.
That's SOS. I won't embarrass him, but I will. SOS. SOS. We all collectively actually call Kapow, the song that he done for the Ravencoin community. We actually are calling that as the official anthem of the Ravencoin community. Fantastic song as it is.
That's great. Thank you. That's perfect.
Yeah, look,
that's what I was aiming for. So dream come true. No, it's been a great process. I met Ricky in the process, and he helped me put it out. And the fact that everyone loves it, it makes me happy. So thank you, everybody. And it's available on the streaming services too. Search Ravencoin, call Pow. It's out there. Any money I make from that too comes back to the community. Heads up. I'm an accountant. I'm anal about it. I'll tell you down to the penny how much we made and bring it back into the community. So
good stuff. SOS. Actually, I blame Sunny, who's to my right here. She's the one who started that. She started playing on some of the spaces the Kapow song, and we all
Yes.
adopted it in terms to be the actually official anthem. So you can blame Sonny for that.
I
in a
love
good
it.
way,
Yes.
Sonny.
Thank you, Sonny. Thank you.
But thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Of
And look
course,
forward
of
to
course.
hearing
Thank you,
after
guys.
in concert. Fantastic.
Yeah, no giveaways, but that tends to be the one thing I do replay at concerts.
Fantastic. We got Dow next to you. Dow, did you change shoes yet, mate? You right to talk, Dow? Dow? You right? Feel that his mic's working or not. No good, Dow? Back to you then. We'll come back there. Just remind me. I'm not too sure whether your mic's having problems with the mic there or not, but yeah, okay, we'll come back. We got Xander. Xander, you right to?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Robert?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm Xander Coin Miner. I own Xander Coin Mining. I'm a home-based crypto miner. I'm also the chief technical officer at Renewable Blocks, the renewable Bitcoin mining company, and Ravencoin's kind of like, for me, it's been like my home. It was definitely a community that saved my life, basically. That's just a short and sweet version of what it has done for me, and I've been doing the best I can to promote it, mine it, build on it, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. You know, with Renewable Box, you want to? I'm not too sure whether somebody else is going to come, but obviously you're one of the key people involved with it. You want to just sort of give us a bit of just an overview in terms of Renewable Box?
Yeah, pretty much it's a Bitcoin mining company with using renewable energy, 100% renewable energy. We're based out of the United Kingdom. Paul Dobbs, he's our chief marketing officer that's here as well. We basically utilize immersion cooling for our ASIC mining farm that we're going to be building, and basically we're utilizing anaerobic digestive power to power the miners. So that's pretty much how that's kind of what the project's about. But we're also an STO, SEC compliant security token. So we're basically doing everything by the book, legal. Investors will also be KYC, would have to meet KYC, and we're all KYC'd as well as we're all doxed as well. All the co-founders and the development team, we're all our full names out there on the website. A little bio about us and our faces, so we're not like one of those 2017 ICOs. We're actually real people within the community that are involved in the community, that have built on the community and participated in the community. So that's a little bit about Renewable Blocks. But if you're interested in learning more, I mean, reach out to myself, Paul, Jake Menard, or Callum Wheeler. Libby Wheeler is our chief content officer as well. You can reach out to her. And basically just visit renewalblocks.com and you can pretty much view our white paper and also our investor paperwork as well. So everything is there. We're transparent. We show what we're doing, what we're about. There's it's all out there for everybody to see. So there's nothing secret or anything like that. We put it all out there for the consumer and for the investor to see, and that's pretty much it.
That's great, Zena. It's a great project, and really looking forward to the journey at ahead with that great project. Again, these guys are again thinking outside the box. Sorry, the punt, but fantastic project what you guys are doing, and again, this that awareness. It's quite a unique project. And hopefully that people get behind it as we go forward, as with any other project. But this one here is something really outside the box. So just the innovative way that you guys are doing is fantastic. Yeah, stuff. It's,
Yeah, we're pretty much doing the, best we can, and utilizing Ravencoin, which is the perfect blockchain for our security token. So that it's kind of like a marriage made in heaven.
yeah, that's great. Crypto Lisa, you right to talk? Louder?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Nope.
I'm the founder of AM Daily Crypto. We do crypto news. It's a YouTube channel. We also promote Ravencoin NFTs on there as well. We also have a merchandise store up at amdailycrypto.com. And I am the chief marketing officer for Just NFTs LLC, which also owns the Ravenous Marketplace. And so you'll be seeing me in spaces a lot more on those two, and that's kind of what I've been doing for Ravencoin, and just helping Ryan get the word out there for Ravencoin NFTs. So if you ever need anything and you can't get a hold of Ryan, come to me and we'll get it figured out. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do for Ravencoin.
Lisa. In terms of with the Just NFTs, do you want to share the specifics from the launch yesterday in terms of white list and so forth? Give a bit of heads up from the announcement yesterday.
Yeah, so yesterday we held a space. It is recorded if you want to go onto the Just NFTs Twitter account. So we made several announcements. We are offering a white label. You contact Ryan. If you want to have like your own marketplace, you can do that. We also do artist branding websites as well. And you can contact myself or Ryan on that. And we are attending an NFT conference in Los Angeles, July 29th, 30th, and 31st. We are trying to get a booth. If it doesn't happen, we will be going as individuals. And obviously we'll have to work around, we can't directly tell people what we do, but they can, if they approach us, we can tell them what we do. If we strike up a conversation, and let's see what else. We will be hosting spaces a lot regularly, just trying to get the word out there, and we are trying to do some development into Ravencoin NFTs into other blockchains. So we are working on that, as well as the branded website. So we're trying to figure it out to where it can be also on other blockchains as well. So overall, this is a business we are developing for NFTs, especially on Ravencoin, but also trying to get other people on other blockchains to notice Ravencoin as well.
Right, Crypto Lisa, thank you for the update on that one there. Looking forward to you and Xander on the AM Daily having that probably once a month all Spanish show episode on educating on blockchain, NFTs, real estate. No pressure. Xander's already got his feet wet last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Coming on. When we've done the stuff with Lewis and Jason from SDO Markets and half in Spanish. So he's already had a taste of it. So looking forward to that, guys.
Yeah, he's my Spanish speaker, so he'll be having to do those. But he's working on his Spanish coming back to him. So we're gonna start on those fairly soon. But yeah, we're excited to do that for you guys and just kind of show Ravencoin as a whole is multilingual. So we're excited for that.
Nice. His Spanish was good. I understood, even though obviously I got my Portuguese. His Spanish was good. I could understand him, and I think he's probably in the same boat as me in terms of obviously my Portuguese is as a 9-year-old coming here, migrated. My parents migrated as a 9-year-old here to Australia, so it's just a very basic language. So he's probably in the same boat as me. Sometimes you forget words. You're trying to grasp words that you just can't find in the vocabulary. But so you just have a go. Just like I'm always a big believer. Just have a go. It doesn't really matter. You just get in there, good, bad, or ugly. You just get in and give it a go. And I guess I hope I didn't embarrass anybody with my attempt at Spanish 2 weeks ago on the show. So, but yeah, it's all good. But looking forward to it. Indy, how are you, Indy?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Okay, so listening to everybody, I'm kind of like, whoa, okay. Basically, I'm Indy Bose. I'm an NFT artist. I'm currently at the moment I'm working on a few pieces of digital art, but also I released my first physical NFT back in 2020, and I'm sort of looking back into doing something like that again, still carrying on with art, but also doing something a little different that I haven't seen done on the Ravencoin blockchain just yet, which will be more physical NFTs, but probably appealing to a smaller group of people, but gonna go and see how that goes.
Fantastic. Looking forward to more art from you, Indy. As most people know, Brick Koala Property Token Series bought the White Swan that Indy done, which is one of our prized possessions in our collection for the Brick Koala Token Series. So looking forward to some more, Indy. While I got you, Indy, not to embarrass Indy, but I will, is that she's always a great supporter of also other NFT artists coming into Ravencoin and just obviously any projects in general, but specifically her as an artist also that support she gives to other artists as well. And we had one in the last few days that an Aussie artist that I've been talking over the last few weeks to start minting her NFTs, her art pieces as NFTs. She's no background in, didn't even have a Twitter account, no background in blockchain, nothing, no knowledge, and finally convinced her, and she minted her first piece, and it goes, and she was always saying, "Who's going to buy my art?" I just don't understand who would actually buy my art. And she's a very sort of very introverted young lady. She's in her early 30s. I think she just turned 30 from memory, and is a very introverted young lady. She spent a couple of years in Canada, and she came back 12 months ago back to Australia again, and the thing is, like, she just had this attitude of, who's going to buy my art? And I said, look, it's a global out there, that everybody's got different tastes, and you're talking about a global market. And anyway, she minted her first NFT art piece last 3 days ago, I think it was, and I actually shared it out there, trying to obviously expose, and even to the point that I said, you need to set up a Twitter account. So anyway, we'll put it out there. And Indy was actually the first one to buy her first NFT art piece, her beautiful cat. That's actually her cat. So her name is actually Sarah, and quite ironic. Her name is actually Sarah, and she was so over the moon that again, that one there. And I guess she didn't share in her description what it actually meant to her, but that's actually her cat that basically ran away, that she lost when she was being looked after when she went to Canada, and she's still very emotional about her cat. That was really her love that she had for her beautiful cat. So, and I've just actually encouraged her to tell the story behind each art piece that she puts out. And again, like I said, really appreciate Indy to giving her support, and actually, but now she's got the belief that people actually will buy her NFT art pieces, all the beautiful art. So she's got more coming. And again, thank you, Indy, for supporting another NFT artist that's especially starting out.
Yeah, there's no problem. Yeah, at the moment I'm trying to focus on Raven funds are not particularly high, but I'm trying to support where I can. And I think it's important because when I first came into Ravencoin and I was, creating my art and things, I think the support that everyone gave me, I think it's only fair, that you share that love and you help support other people get on there, because I totally get where she's coming from. You kind of create a piece of art and you sort of like, well, who's gonna like it? Who's gonna actually buy it? And I still remember the feeling of selling the very first piece I did, and yeah, it's just great to be able to support people and just encourage them to keep doing what they love.
And that's fantastic. And again, like I said, she was overwhelmed. And don't take that she actually hasn't responded. She's still getting her head around Twitter because, as I said, she's only just set up a Twitter account. She's still finding her way around Twitter. She's got Facebook, but has never used Twitter before, so she's still finding her way around Twitter. And so if there's been no response back, it's not because she's being rude. It's just that she's still finding her way around, well, her way around NFTs as well as Twitter at the same time.
Yeah, not a problem. I'll drop her a message because I haven't actually spoken to her direct. So yeah, I'll definitely drop her a message and get to know her a little bit better.
Thanks, Cindy. Thank you so much. LSJ, what's happening?
Hello. No, all good.
I was hoping you'd fall asleep on us, mate. I know it's getting late there in England.
No, I'm all right. It's. I think the first thing that I just wanted to say was that I do dress myself, because I was looking at me and Indy next to me, and I was like, "Wow, we did dress separately, but you know,
well,
it's very brown."
Well, we won't get about your dancing in sync. We'll talk about that later on. But yeah, what's happening, LSJ?
No, it's been busy. Lots of projects coming out for Ravencoin, and it's like almost impossible to keep track of it all. So it's been really good. I think for the whole community. It has been quiet, but it's always like that when prices taking a bit of a tumble. But yeah, if you're busy, you don't even notice. So yeah, the stuff that I've been getting on with is I help out with Raven Angels and just try and encourage people to use Ravencoin and to use blockchain, just to use the right tools for different jobs. Smart contract chains are really good at automating some stuff, but Ravencoin's really good at tokenizing value and having really good records. But so it's just helping educate people more than anything, because there's some really good solutions in Ravencoin, but a lot of people don't know about them. So just trying to help people do that. That kind of leads on to like one of the first projects in NFTs that I did, which is Birds of a Feather, which kind of showcases my journey in finding out about Ravencoin and me personally what I value. So the Birds of a Feather collection is just some pixelated ravens that have a focus, a special word or a sign, and that sign is what that person, what that NFT is most important to. It's their focus. So for me, the one that I bought was truth, because I really value that, and I think blockchain really helps to establish truth between people, so that you know where you stand, because there can be a lot of gray area. But with blockchains, if the code is law and you accept that that ledger is accurate and those are the rules you're going to follow, then what's on the ledger is truth. So yeah. So there's a couple of special agreements with Birds of a Feather. There's the first It's a collection of 200 NFTs, so very low quantities. They're all unique, but what's kind of special about them is that the NFTs, if they're owned by me and they're not sold, they double in price every month. So what I sell them for, the price goes up. So early adopters obviously can buy them cheaper than people who come in later. It was, I'll be honest, an experiment because I hadn't seen anyone do that before, and I wondered what would happen. So yeah, so the community, I obviously I made it public what I was planning to do, and shared with everyone the idea and the experiments of what the birds of a feather would do, what you would be getting, your focus, your NFT, and that the agreement was that if it's not sold on the marketplace, that the price doubles. So future people, if they would like one, they pay the higher price. So that actually only happens for 9 months. So we're almost halfway through. So I think the price at the moment is about 4,000 Raven, and I think the highest price that I'm ever going to put them up to is about 128,000 Raven after 9 months. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So it started in the 1st of February, 2022, and we'll go on for 9 months. There's a Medium post if anyone's interested. You can go over check it out on the Ravenist. The first 20 NFTs that were in the collection were given to the Raven Angels to help fund their work, which a lot of it is buying asset names, because asset names in Ravencoin are unique, and so they buy asset names that companies could use in future that are not yet taken on Ravencoin, just to preserve them for those companies should they ever want to use them in future. The promise that Raven Angels have made is to give them away for free. So they're just getting certain names because there's some people who are holding on to holding on to asset names on Ravencoin, and people can't find them or get in touch with them. So we're just trying to help future companies not have that problem if we can. So that's what Raven Angels have said. That's what we're helping them to fund the work that they're doing there. Then 21 to 40, all the funds from that are donated to help create a stable coin on Ravencoin. Some people like it, stable coins, some people don't. So yeah, so we're trying to help fund that by donating to a community address that's been put up by the Raven Foundation to create a stable coin that I think will really help businesses use Ravencoin better. So yeah, something that's only changed recently is the quantity that's starting to come in from bird of a feather sale now. There's another project that I've started to help market Ravencoin projects on Ravencoin called the Raven Wall, and there's some people here that have obviously got bricks, got points and places on the wall to market themselves, their projects, their companies. So they get a little bit of space to the wall, which is a digital wall. That'll get tokenized when it's finished, and they buy some space to market themselves and their Ravencoin project. And 50% of everything that gets paid by that person or company gets put back into the community, just to pay for marketing Ravencoin, because marketing was really because Ravencoin was really fairly launched, so there were no marketing funds and stuff set aside. So that's what we're just helping community by doing. So we don't want to just say donate something and because it's good for the community. We're trying to give back so that people get something community. So that's the only way this is ever going to work, where people share and their projects, and yeah, so that's what we're trying to do, running around and being busy doing. So yeah, I'll try to stop there because probably gone over 5 minutes. Sorry.
No, it's all good. All good. That's Jade. It's fantastic. What's happening from your perspective, and we, as you know, we love terms of what you're doing with the Raven Wall, and again, it's a project that obviously is helping the Ravencoin community from a marketing perspective. As a collective, I think we're just making people aware out there what they can do, come onto the Raven Wall. I know there's there's a great opportunity for service providers, as an example, to really promote their services in terms of whether it's DigiShares, which Klaus liked it. He wants to be on there, and I think there's some things happening there that he's working with LSJ to get the DigiShares on there on the Raven Wall, and hopefully the SDA guys, SDA market guys, I know Herwick was keen to get on there, so hopefully they can come on. SDA markets can come on, because they're just not a marketing communication platform. They also got their consulting for the business. So again, I think it's a great opportunity for some of the service providers to actually expose their business on the Raven Wall, because it's going to be up there for a long time. Obviously, we're very early in Ravencoin community and Ravencoin blockchain, so it's a great way to showcase that you are pioneers in terms of what we're doing in this space. So yeah, great project, LSJ, what you're doing there, mate.
Yeah, no worries. If I could just add this tiny little thing, a lot of what we do is based around knowledge, and it's knowledge that people don't have. So if anyone's got any questions or anything, just ask away, because it's probably something that someone's asked before that we can try and just speed up your time looking for that answer. So yeah, if we can help at all, just go for it. Ask away.
Right. I see Colin Kelly got your hand up there. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. I have to go pretty soon, so I just wanted to quickly introduce myself to the group again and go over a few things we're working on in case there's potential for collaboration. So, Colin Kelly, I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. So, crypto life crisis, I might reach out to you and go to lunch because we're in the same town. My day job is product management for a tech startup, but we're doing a lot of work in the crypto space. I'm currently running a small mining operation, which is growing into a larger mining operation for myself and coworkers and some investors. But we've got two actually really large projects we're working on. The first is it's a company that goes in and builds a combination of a power plant right next to a data center. We're actively working on 3 sites right now in the Utah desert, breaking ground on the first this May. So typically these would involve a zero emission power plant that can generate electricity at roughly 25% the normal rate here in Utah. That cheap power gets dumped into a data center anywhere between 100,000 feet and 1 million square feet, multi-use data center. We'll have ASIC mining hosting capabilities, GPU mining hosting capabilities for colo, managed services for managing mining, and then traditional high density data center servers, and also a brand new type of AI workload. We're the first launch partner with a new AI platform, which is really exciting. So lots of opportunities in the hosting and cheap electricity. Finally, we're looking for a very, very large software project that's built on top of Ravencoin to fund one of our so all of our projects are funded. One of our investors he comes from the dark side. He's an ex-venture capitalist. However, he's retired, very nice guy, now only investing his own money, so the same rules don't always apply. We're looking for a huge project, hopefully within the financial services industry, that we can build on top of Ravencoin, fully fund it, and radically move the needle on Ravencoin. So that's me. I'll shut up. My email and LinkedIn are in my profile. I'm going to get on Discord soon. I'm not on any of the Ravencoin Discord stuff, but I'll get there soon. So thanks, everyone. Great to meet you.
That's great, Colin. Appreciate giving us an overview, and sounds like there's some great opportunities ahead in terms of what you're involved with. Yeah, look at again, have a look at some of the spaces that some of us host throughout the week, and we'd love to have you in some of those spaces during the week to go a bit deep in some of those things. And if we can help you in any way, reach out to. There's most of the ones here around HHSC, we're heavily involved with the community, Ravencoin community. So please reach out if there's anything that you want to ask and what have you. Right. We're non-profits. Would you like to speak? Sure, I know before you're having problems with your mic. If you can speak, that'd be great. If not, all good. I think Dow's got Dow. You're actually working now. Mike's working okay now. You right, Dow? You right to talk? Still having issues there? Spicy. Would you like to share what's happening from your side? Able to talk, Spicy? You're good to talk? No, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you.
No, I'm here now. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. Finally.
Is that you, Dal? Is that you, Dal?
It is me. Yes.
Yeah, mate. How are you?
How's
you
it
good?
going? Okay.
Good.
So, greetings from Charleston, South Carolina. That's where I'm at in IRL, I guess. And just want to say greetings. I have been really excited about getting involved with Ravencoin advocates. I want to just say, first of all, thank you so much to all of the people here, but especially Brick Luis and LSJ, especially. It's interesting. We were sort of developing this community DAO, which is what I am representing here. And at a certain point, I think I read an article that LSJ wrote and posted on Medium about Ravencoin tokenization, and I didn't even really understand what tokenization was at that point, but I knew that what he was talking about was what we needed to do. So I think probably a lot of people come at it from that perspective. And LSJ was very helpful and just positive and reinforcing and sort of a perfect Raven angel, I would say. He definitely gave me much good advice, and we were able to sort of, basically what we were trying to do was establish a point system that we could use to distribute to contributors to our organization. And we are trying to build a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization on the Ravencoin blockchain. So we, at the right moment, sort of decided to go with Ravencoin. And there are multiple protocols that we have been sort of evolving, and our first approach to this environment was actually as a result of our collaboration with and discussion and sort of introduction with DigiShares, and some comments that people had made within our Discord server about are you guys using Ravencoin? Ravencoin is the path forward for real estate, crypto real estate, etc. And then I came back around to it, just like I said, by reading LSJ's article and having a correspondence with Luis, and just wanted to say hello to everyone. We have established a token called the COM on Ravencoin, and we are hoping to develop a metaverse sort of property on the Alterverse Sky City ecosystem in the next 2 months. And I personally have been sort of developing a plan to erect a Raven monument, a 3D monument that was actually inspired by the Raven wall that LSJ did. And I think that's a great project. We had done an article earlier several weeks ago about the $1 Million page that Raven Wall was based on, and it's a great idea. And we thought maybe we could bring it to a 3D environment and do something like a Raven monument, and use that as a way to attract more Raven advocates into our project, and also into some of the, you know, potential that exists with the Alterverse world, which is a great new world that some of the designers from Tron Legacy and Ready Player One and Star Wars designers are a part of designing. So, anyways, there we are.
Fantastic. They are great to hear. Obviously, we've been communicating. Obviously, going back about 3-4 months ago. I think it was 3 months ago when we first heard from you, and to see your journey now, it's it's really, it's great to hear. It's always very satisfying to see people's journey in terms of where they get to and continue on. So it's really great to hear in terms of where you're at now, and obviously made that first move, printing and so forth.
Yeah, thank you so much, and for being a great host. And I can't say enough how impressed I am, and all the people that we are collaborating with in our organization, how impressed we are with just the quality of character that the Ravencoin advocates exude. So, you know, I mean, to me, that's the biggest selling point for this direction.
100%. And again, that's why, I'm here. We're here in terms of Brick PC from our perspective. Having first experienced the warmth of the Ravencoin community when we first jumped from Ethereum and obviously jumped onto Ravencoin. One of the big aspects was around the Ravencoin community, how warm and engaging that we all are. And again, it's Sunny was one of our first contacts, and Crypto Lisa on the Ravencoin, and the warmth that they had. Again, it's showing that warmth, to continue that warmth, that welcoming everybody coming on to our chain. So great to hear in terms of where you're at now, and look forward to hearing more as these guys continue on the journey.
Absolutely, and totally, we'll continue collaborating, and we'll keep you guys posted, and continue participating and bringing more people into the fold.
Fantastic. Talking about Sunny, happening.
Yes, so it's my turn to share now?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you, Brick. First, thank you so much for putting these on. It's just been so exciting for me to be a part of. So just a shout out for that. But yeah, so the project that I'm doing is I'm putting together what I'm just calling a GM gallery. As we all know, we use that expression in the space. And, what I want to harness is sort of preserve the cultural really revolution that's happening on the blockchain, and sort of have an interactive gallery. And so I'm asking the Ravencoin NFT artists if they want to contribute a piece. So I sort of threw it out there. Kevin Lynch actually still has somewhat of a relationship with RVNFT, and is going to be releasing some landscape shots. But the reason why he ended up doing that is because he wanted to be a part of this GM gallery. He really loves the idea of using some of his landscape photography, doing a collab, with some, GM graphics, and have it be part of this GM gallery. So those are and then Sir Crone has also donated, some art. So we're putting it out there, and I'm really excited to, for Ravencoin, because, these kinds of things are developing on Ethereum. And, we don't really have anything like that on Ravencoin, where there's a place where we can see our great 3D space where we can see a lot of our NFTs. So the first thing I'm going to do is a GM gallery, but then I'm also going to do some other things. But I have the We All Gonna Make It handle, WAGMI, which is, a very iconic expression too, because of, the person who coined the expression. And so we use that expression too. But anyway, it's going to be I want to show how cool the human readable name aspect is of Ravencoin. So, for example, we'll offer the artists that will mint it for them, if they don't want to mint it themselves. And so it'll be under the WAGMI, pound Kevin Lynch GM. So that's the way that. So it'll be very visual, and it'll just be a very visual of every artist that's going to be collaborating under that brand, and then I'm going to give away admin tokens of that of that of that domain name. So I just want it to be like a community run project and just kind of see where it goes. So that's basically what I'm doing in a nutshell. And I'm going to hopefully mint some first things tomorrow. And then Kevin is going to be coming onto some spaces to just to promote it, just a very small and personal landscape series. He calls it land art. So and he has so anyway, that's all that I have. But just please spread the word on that. And I have some couple documents that I'll be putting out in the next week or so. But that's all that I have. Thanks for letting me share.
Fantastic, Sunny. Looking forward to that. Do you want to share those links on Braveland's Gems so we can all have a look?
Of course, I absolutely will. Yeah. Well, you know what? And actually, and what am I? So I sort of said, like, what's my end goal here, aside from preserving and sharing the Ravencoin NFT art and the culture that's building on this platform. Is I want to be able to pin it to the Raven wall. So I have the both tokens, and so I want to link this gallery so every artist that's going to participate is going to have their link in some way. I'm kind of trying to get some help in how I could have it linked to the Raven wall, have all the artists sort of linked to that one handle on the Raven wall. But ultimately that's kind of what my goal is it will all flow through that wall and then to the various artists. I just really love the idea of the Raven wall. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Sunny, what you're doing. Again, we look forward to supporting that because not to embarrass Sunny, she is one of the biggest supporters of anything Ravencoin. The amount of pieces she has bought, NFT pieces from artists and supporting artists, unbelievable. And you just have to have a look over to Ravenist platform, NFT marketplace, and just see her collection there. And that just and that's obviously just a little glimpse in terms of how supportive she has been of the NFT community on the Ravencoin blockchain. And I hate to imagine what your decentralized wallet looks like. What wallets, whether you're Mango or your core wallets, I hate to imagine what that looks like as well. But just having a look at Ravenist in terms of what you've got there, look, we really appreciate the support you give to the Ravencoin community in all aspects, in all various.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just really Ravencoin is such a unique project, and it's just us people really promoting it. So it just motivates me even more because fundamentally I just believe in it. How cool that you can mine your own tokens to build your own company. And so that's what I kind of want to do through this WAGME token is I just really love how Ravencoin has that branding tied in with being able to mine your own tokens, and it's just has such a forward-thinking structure to it. So I try not to focus. I know the price is like really in the toilet right now, but we just got to see the big picture, and we just have a great community. So yeah, I just want to extend the positivity of all the good experience I've had in the NFT space. So spread the word.
Thanks, Annie. Fantastic. I'm not an NFT artist, but we will contribute some towards the GM gallery. And just as you know, I'm not an NFT artist, but we'll do our bit. But, look, in terms of, I know I missed a few people because their mics weren't working. Maybe if the ones that I did miss, if your mic's now working, and I know NFT RVN just popped in as well. I know he's having troubles coming in. Maybe we'll just jump to you first, and then if there's anybody that we missed, please put up your hand, and we can get you to talk about your project. NFT RVN, are you right to talk? I know you're having problems coming in, and Sunny did actually help. I saw some in the Twitter message, and really appreciate Sunny for helping people that are having troubles come into our event today. So I'm not too sure whether you can talk. NFT RVN, are you okay to talk or no? Okay, again, if there's anybody else that we missed, if your mic wasn't talking, please please speak. If there's nobody else, we'll wrap this up, and then we'll move on to the concert to enjoy a bit of music, a bit of dancing. But yeah, look, as we sort of close up, again, really appreciate everybody to come on today and sharing their journey with their specific projects, and what's happening within the community as well. And again, we continue to be thankful for people who are playing their part behind the scenes, and someone like Philly. Philly's always I don't know how he does it, but he tries to get across everybody to help everybody out, and trying to still keep thinking in terms of his projects and his family's projects, with Haley with the movie project, and again, people like Philly who play a huge part in terms of supporting everybody however you can, and same thing with Sunny as well. As I said before, she's a great supporter of Ravencoin. So we're playing our role in different ways, and also again, special mention out to the Raven News as well. We had some interactions with them during the week. They published our first blog. I'm really thankful to be able to publish our first blog that we put up there. So it's people like this that are playing a huge part in getting our Raven community up there, and telling people what we're doing. And so again, really appreciate you guys supporting these events, because at the end of the day, we put these on to keep growing our community, keep supporting each other in different ways. So Philly, do you want to sort of any closing words from you, Philly, before we sort of move on to the next part?
Thank you, Brick, once again, for doing these on a regular basis. There was nobody in this community more consistent than you. Thank you for the kind words. I guess, in short, all the resources that you need as far as a community are here. We're growing, and anybody, there's a few people here that I have not personally met. Please, connect with me on Twitter, DM me. Like specifically the DAO, some of the other things I heard of today. Let's get you as much attention as possible. And specifically, let me just speak to the DAO for a second. My gut feeling on DAOs on other chains are beware. However, everything that I heard you say gives me faith that maybe a DAO can be done the right way, by you incorporating both Ravencoin and DigiShares. Those are magic words to my ears. So thank you for doing that. I want to learn more, and let's get you as much promotion as possible.
Hey, totally agree. Just something that Morgan couldn't make it here today. So again, she's a huge contributor towards the Ravencoin community, that the spaces she does, Discord events she does, to try to promote, and again, she doesn't get paid for those things, and again, she's obviously also an NFT artist who's trying to make her way. If we can all get behind and support her in terms of her NFT art pieces, please, again, as I said, she's making her way in life, and she's putting a lot of time into again, helping the Ravencoin community, and again, if we can sort of play our part in different ways to help her, whether supporting her events and buying her NFT art pieces. She does not know that I'm saying this, but it's something I probably would embarrass if she was here, in terms of her NFT artwork. And again, it's we've got a lot of her pieces. We've been buying from the beginning, and again, that's whether it's the cakes or whether it's her NFT art pieces on Ravenist. Let's support her, because again, the time she puts in, as I said, she doesn't get paid for, and again, she's got a young family herself. She's trying to make her way. Let's get behind her and support Morgan. I think that's again, without DAO not being able to talk, I'm sure we'll be able to get you in next month to talk, and hopefully we'll have you involved in the spaces during the week and the various time slots. Keep learning about more in terms of what you're doing, and totally agree with Philly. Those words of DigiShares and Ravencoin, that gives us great confidence and trust in terms of what you're doing as a DAO. And as you all know, we're part of the DigiShares family in terms of who created our platform and maintain our platform. So just those words, totally agree with what Philly said, gives us great confidence in terms of what you guys are doing. Yeah, look, without no further ado, now we're going to have SOS going to do provide us with some music and some great performance. SOS, before we move on to the stage area, anything that you'd like to share before we move on to that?
Yes, I hope this comes through. I have a fresh chorus right here. Excuse me. Yeah, I hope that went through, but maybe not. Anyway, please follow me, and thank you for coming. If you can't join me join us in the stage over here, please go to C32 at any point.
Hi, I'm Sauce on Side. Oh, sorry for the close-up. The reflection in my glasses is the beautiful Florida sunset by Indie Bows. Thank you. This thing is awesome. I love it. Over there is Trees at Night by Ermengardia. You'll see more of that later. Okay, hi. Yeah, back here to normal. Sorry, that was weird. Welcome. It's the May edition of the Brick Q&A and Gathering on the Beach. Is it a Q&A, or is it we all gather and chill and kind of tell each other what's going on? And anyway, I'm going to shut up and play. So, hi, welcome, and I'm just going to play our first song. I'm not even going to tell you what it is because I've talked enough.